Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Major B on the track.
Baby mama terrorist, BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worrying about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
What's going on, everybody? Shout out to the Baby Mama Terrorist Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And unfortunately, we got to talk about an unfortunate situation. As you see, Kevin Samuels passed away. And what's funny is yesterday, I got a text message from Big Mike from YouTube. And he said he heard that Kevin Samuels died. Is it true? And I'm like, I ain't heard nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. That's why I told y'all, but I'm like, I don't want to say the name because I don't want to start no rumors. And then a couple of brothers here said Kevin Samuels. I said, oh, okay. Well, they saying it. I said, but I ain't heard nothing confirming it. It showed on some website I seen, but I never heard of the website. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. And then, later on, I hit up then the Spreller through text. He was like, well, it seems to be that way. So I'm like, what evidence will prove, you know what I'm saying? But as we know now that he passed away, it's crazy, man. I will say it's crazy. You just don't know. And y'all already know what I tell y'all. Live your life to the fullest. Quit worrying about trying to fight a losing battle. Keep your veins on ice, change the laws of your mind, and wash your hands and move the fuck on. Because what I tell y'all, you only live once. You don't know how long you're going to be here. They say God knows, but we don't know how long we're gonna be here. So that's one of the reasons why I tell y'all what I tell y'all when it comes to washing your hands and going about your business. Because while y'all here trying to fight against these baby mama terrorists and fighting this losing battle, you know what I'm saying? You ain't here no more. And you could have did way more than trying to fight with that piece of shit. So this is why I say what I say. You just don't know. You just don't know. And when it comes to Kevin Samuels, he did a lot of good in this space. I didn't agree with everything he, you know what I'm saying, he did as far as talking points and certain beliefs. I didn't. No, I did not. You know, but when it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying, he brought a lot out here to the forefront. You know, he taught a lot of you brothers about wearing suits. You know, he taught a lot of y'all brothers how to act accordingly. He taught a lot of you brothers how to, you know, how not to entertain bullshit and still move, you know, and move accordingly. So he brought a lot of good to the space. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I did like about it, when he had them baby mama Teds come on there and they was already intimidated, and he basically had them walk through the lion's den and then he chewed their ass up. That's what that I used to love that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was watching when he first took off. I was watching him and shit. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, but here's the thing. A lot of people are celebrating his death. And not the celebrating that when you go to the funeral, the preacher or the family member say, hey, we're here to celebrate the life of. Nah, one of them celebrations like, thank God he's dead. You know, they worship Sky Daddy. See, I told you, these baby mama terrorists, they love Sky Daddy. These are the devil's son-in-laws. They actually dancing the jig, running around, talking about, yeah, good. God is good. God is great. Good. I'm glad he gone. Fuck him, and dancing and all this shit. And these are the same baby mama terrorists that I've been talking about since I've been on here. These are the same baby mama terrorists I tell you to wash your hands, move the fuck on. These are the same baby mama terrorists that will use their child as a pawn, weapon, shield, rocket launcher, and it will also off that child to hurt you men. I'm just saying. But see, a lot of people are starting to see for what they really are. Am I talking about the good black women? Nope, not at all. I'm talking about these piece of shit baby mama terrorist black women who choose single motherism. The one that sit back and say they deserve a high value man, yet they got the mindset of a link card. The same ones that say I left a good husband to go live in the projects. The same one that said, yeah, I got a child by this dude, but I also got a child by his cousin, but I want a high value man. You can't make this shit up. See, these the same ones that tell you, how dare you call out our fuck shit? How dare you call out our fuckery? How dare you call out the truth on us? How dare you say we're not queens? Regardless of what we do, we are queens. We gods. We Mother Earth. We Mother Nature. We all these things. Anything but bad. See, how dare you call this shit out? See, they ain't like Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels told you, hey man, you 45 years old and you got 5 kids, you got 8 baby daddies, and it ain't looking good for you. It ain't looking good for you. But what kills me about these baby mama terrorists, y'all complain about what he said, but yet you call him every day. He didn't put a gun in your head and say, come on the show and you try to speak your piece or try to make him look crazy or whatever you're trying to do. You actually went up there and made yourself like the fool. And all he did was tell you the truth. And now y'all glad he's dead because you didn't like the truth coming out? Y'all really think because he passed away that the truth is going to stop? You really think because he died that everything just ceased and everything is a standstill, a stop? Shit, to be honest with you, it's going to be even worse. Because y'all don't think that they're going to make Kevin Samuels be a martyr when it comes to this space? I already see it coming. They finna make him be like the god of this shit. They finna make him be a martyr of this shit. You're going to have other guys try to really follow his footsteps and do the same shit, if not better. And yes, a lot of the talking points he put out there have been told a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? It's been told for other red pill content creators. Patrice O'Neal and other content creators. So he's not the one that created a lot of them talking points. He did create some, but not everything. So by him being gone, you think everything else is going to go away? You're going to have somebody else do the same thing, come with some good talking points, maybe some similarity and everything else. You ain't going to stop a goddamn thing. So this is how dumb these baby mama tears are. Because these baby mama tears will sit back and think that it's all over. It ain't over yet. It's just beginning. That's why I told y'all men, these baby mama tears do not love themselves. They hate you. They hate their kids. That's why they use the child to destroy you. They don't give a shit. Don't most of them always say, I had that child for him? They never said they both agreed or they planned the child. They said, I had that child for him. And when they do that, they feel you owe them something. They feel they got that kryptonite against you. So yeah, it don't mean shit. They said before they even confirmed his death, they was all on Twitter dancing the jig and celebrating and hey, we in the middle of the barn and shit like that, you know. And a lot of people didn't understand, like, why are these black women doing shit like that? They always did shit like that. Why you think the community's fucked up to this day? Why you think that ain't no leads, no black men that lead the household? Why do you think they don't be in the community? The ones in the community are simp forces, most of them. And this is why community is what it is today, because they've been raising our boys and girls for the last 40, 50, 60, 70 fucking years. They rather use government daddy's handouts than have a fucking man in the picture. You can't make this shit up. Kevin Samuels talked about that when it comes to child support and when it comes to why the man is not in the house. And there's so many baby mama tears who sit back and say that men need to take accountability, especially black men. Black men been taking accountability for shit that we didn't do, shit that we didn't cause, shit that even if we felt we was in the right, we still had to take accountability. And I'm gonna give y'all some prime examples. In the media, they always say black men are a piece of shit, deadbeats, don't want to be fathers. What they say? We marry outside our race more than anybody. They say that we're the most brokest, we're the least married. But all these different stats say differently. Oh, what's the other one? Black women make 6 figures more than black men. That's a fucking lie. Then they said that black men don't want to be fathers, and black men are the most involved fathers. So that was a fucking lie. Then they said that black men were deadbeats, and actually, our society said we was deadbeats. Our President Obama said that we need to be better fathers. The media said that we was the face of being deadbeats, when we already know that the reason why child support exists today is because the white man was the deadbeats, running away from their responsibilities. You can't make this shit up. But then they'll tell you that we ain't worth a damn. Hell, our mama say we ain't worth a damn because they say your daddy wasn't worth a damn. And that's been a lie. Because all this shit that's been out here, but we never bother to look. So that's one thing that you have to thank Kevin Samuels and other people in the manosphere and outside the manosphere that called out the truth with proof that we are important. We are better fit as fathers. Government daddy don't want us to be fathers. That's why we get every other weekend. That's why we on child support, because they want us to be non-custodial parents. See? And it ain't just us. You got white men go through this shit too. And forgive me, y'all. I ain't really looking at the super chats. Forgive me, but I plan on going back to it. But I just want to really speak my piece on this, because you should not be surprised about these baby mama terrorists dancing the jig, talking about good for him, good for him, good for him, because they hate you. Now, do I see this situation as black men versus black women? I don't. I just tell y'all, see it for what it is and move along and go about your business. You know what I'm saying? You need to know this what they think about you. This is what they always thought about you. Why you think Black Lives Matter used black men death to make a come up? When they told you on their website that they was here to destroy the nuclear family structure, traditional family. You know what I'm saying? They use black men death just to get some money, look out for other alphabets. But people said that I was a self-hater and I didn't know what I was talking about, but it was right there on their website. And this is why I tell y'all that these baby mama terrorists will destroy you. They will destroy communities. They will destroy your children. These baby mama terrorists do not have to change their ways and trying to shame them, trying to make them look bad and make them feel guilty. They don't have to do a goddamn thing, because they always gonna have a fallback nigga. Whether it's government daddy, a simp enforcer, one of these white knights or whoever, they always gonna want somebody to look out for them. That's why they could be called queen regardless of what the fuck they do. It don't make a difference. So yeah, it was a difference between how Kevin did his thing and how mine, because I didn't wear no suit. You know what I'm saying? I wear a fuck child support hat. You know what I mean? So a lot of people looked at me and like, oh no, I can't take you serious. Oh no, you ain't got on no suit. Oh no, you curse too much. But couldn't nobody prove me wrong. Couldn't nobody call me a lie. A lot of motherfuckers was scared to touch me. And this is what I wanted y'all to really realize. Even though we all was in different lanes, even though we didn't agree with everything, we all had the same end game, was to make black men better. To call out the truth, spread awareness so we all can do better. This is why I say it's very important as men, as particularly black men, we have to change the laws in our mind. And what I always tell y'all, take accountability. That's first order of business. Fix yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotionally. I also said you got to keep your veins cold, because when you call out the truth, you spread awareness, the majority of society is not going to side with you. Most of them are going to go against you. They're going to try to stain your name. They're going to hate you. They're going to try to make you look like a piece of shit, a lowlife, deadbeat, and everything else to keep you quiet. See, they don't like that. So this is why I tell y'all it's very important to call shit like this out, because they don't give a fuck about you, men. Our society shows that. It always been like this for a very long time. But all these lies that's been out here for a long time, a lot of men who came on YouTube and outside of YouTube, on Facebook or whatever, Instagram, start calling out the truth. See, this is why I wasn't into the mainstream thing, because I already know if they try to get you on mainstream, they're gonna try to dumb your shit down, water it down, and change you, tell you can't say this, can't say baby mama tears and all that. So I prefer to stay underground in my lane for the people that want to hear it, because the majority is gonna try to sabotage, just like they think they doing now with Kevin Samuels, with all these rumors talking about he was high fentanyl and cocaine and all that shit. Then they said he what they say, some dudes at the crib and all, they ran out the door and all that shit. Lying like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But this is the way they did Kobe Bryant, though. Remember when he passed away, what they do? When he died, they want to stain his name, and good for him. Black women. Feminists too, white women, Al Karen too. But we talking about particularly the black women. Yeah, they talked about him. But as long as he was alive, it was cool. When DMX was around, it was cool. When he died, what they say? Oh, he hate alphabets. Went back years ago what he said in the song. Notice they always do this to black men when they pass away. But beforehand, they ain't got shit to say. That's definitely tripped out. I want y'all to check something out right quick. I was on my Instagram this morning, and I posted on my page. If y'all new in here, please subscribe and please hit the like button. But I want y'all to check out something. This was Rollo Tomasi said. Y'all know who Rollo Tomasi is. He the rational male. And he's part of I think he's part of the Manosphere. And I want you to see what he said. Rollo Tomasi says, and I believe this was this morning. He said, damn, black woman YouTube is dancing on Kevin Samuels' corpse right now. They don't even have to have confirmation of his passing, and they're saying his death is a Mother's Day gift from God. You can't make this shit up. Now, this from a white man saying this shit. Even he was shocked. Even he was shocked that black women are dancing and shit. I'm not surprised. Let me ask, is y'all really surprised about this? Is y'all really surprised? I just want to know, is y'all really surprised? I'm not. I never was surprised. I'm not surprised. If I die right now, for the ones that know me, they will sit back and dance and jig and say he was a piece of shit deadbeat and he hated black women, he hated women and all that shit. They'll say the same shit. But the difference between me,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
So if I died today, died tomorrow and shit, it will still be.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
On my deathbed, I'll be.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Not at all. So, nah, that's the difference. But that's what he said. And then he said, pay attention now. This is how much contempt women have for men who tell them the truth about their nature. This is a white man saying this, you know. It's a white man. And even he knows, like, what the fuck is going on? Rolo, this is what he posts. And my response to that, my response was, because I took a screenshot, post on my page. I tell you, I said, don't be surprised by this. And I tagged his name in. I said, because there's a lot of our Wallamal Nisha baby mama terrorists. I said, these are the ones who say they are against white supremacy, but will put a black man in the hands of white supremacy. You can't make this shit up. And I said, you know, false allegations, rape, domestic violence, pedophile, deadbeat, etc., etc. They lied about making 6 figures more than black men. They lied about getting married more than black men. They lied about being the most fit when it comes to parenting and so on. So I don't take these motherfuckers seriously at all. I don't. This is why I'm telling y'all, you do not take these baby mama terrorists and these simp enforcers seriously at all. For what? This ain't nothing new. See, the problem is a lot of people don't want to see things for what it is. A lot of people don't want to see, I'm going to say it again, a lot of people don't want to see things for what it is. They really believe there is hope for the community and these baby mama terrorists. It ain't no hope. As long as society gonna be a fallback nigga and look out for them, there ain't no hope. See, and every time I look around, you got these baby mama terrorists coming on my platform talking about, why can't you talk about something nice? Why don't you talk about what the men are doing out here? I do talk about what the men are doing out here. Them be your boyfriends that do aid assist with abuse and neglect and child abuse when it comes to your child. So I do talk about the men. See, now you want me to be one of them dudes that blame black men and tickle your chin so I get a collection plate. See, I get it. But I don't do that. See, they don't talk about these baby mama terrorists. See, these one of the motherfuckers that hate Kevin Samuels. You know, Florida mom who speed 91 miles per hour with 2 toddlers unrestrained, and she said she didn't do it because she didn't buck them up because they were sleeping. Ain't that a bitch? But then y'all sit back and talk about who hurt you, your mama black. If you broke, just say so, and you just a deadbeat and a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. You cannot make this shit up. See, they don't want you talking about shit like this, man. And this who they give custody to 85% of the time. See, they don't want to talk about none of that shit. They don't want to talk about how fathers only get 1 out of every 6 in the United States custody of our children. They don't talk about 85% of men are non-custodial parents and on child support. They're not gonna talk about that. They only want to try to use that stigma that we ain't shit, we ain't worth a damn, and we're not needed. Sperm donor. So I'm saying, so this is why I tell y'all, keep y'all veins cold. So we're gonna go on Twitter, because they say it was all going on Twitter where they was celebrating and dancing the jig. But while I'm doing that, what I do have to call out also, I do have to call out a lot of the fuckery that a lot of cats was doing on here in this space. You had a lot of cats that didn't have no integrity. A lot of these motherfuckers still don't have no integrity. And the reason why I say that, because you had a lot of brothers that came up in here in this space when I first came in here. They was talking about same thing, calling out, you know, what women do, what they don't do, and stuff like that. Taking the red pill and going MGTOW, doing all these different things, right? And check this. When Kevin Samuel took off, he was in his own lane. A lot of people started following suit. They started to mimic. They started to throw other brothers under the bus, selling out, lost their integrity and shit. what I want to know is, now that he's gone, unfortunately, is y'all gonna try to come back to this space again? Is y'all gonna try to come back and say, now all of a sudden I want to do a show with you or do a show with somebody else that y'all threw under the bus now? Yeah, I gotta call that shit out too. See, a lot of y'all motherfuckers was fake too. Y'all motherfuckers threw motherfuckers under the bus because you thought that was gonna give you more money, shine, notoriety when you was gassing up these baby mama terrorists. Now all of a sudden, you shouldn't speak on them and shit. We got to call out these dudes. Now all of a sudden, you shouldn't say all that because that's not a good look. Now all of a sudden, these baby mama terrorists that we said stay away from. Now all of a sudden, they could be our friends. Shit. Now all of a sudden, this nigga who got 6 kids and don't take care of none of his kids, see, he cool now because he makes 6 figures now. See, a lot of y'all motherfuckers did all that bullshit. So I wonder now, since Kevin's gone, is y'all motherfuckers gonna come back around and talk about, yeah, I want to fuck with you now. Because y'all some hoe ass niggas too. Y'all ain't shit either, bitch. So see, that's what I say. You had the good and then you had the bad. See, a lot of y'all wasn't about spreading awareness. A lot of y'all was not about having integrity. All y'all had different agendas. Either it was for the pussy or it was for the dollar amount. And most of y'all did it because of the dollar. And y'all was going to sell out and throw your own men under the bus. Your own guys who spoke the truth. Your own guys that y'all used to fuck with long time ago before I got this motherfucker. And now y'all, dissing each other. Don't fuck with him, whisper behind the scene. And yeah, he don't fit the profile and all this shit. Yeah. So I guarantee you, now these same whole motherfuckers going to try to come on back and say, yeah, what's going on? We cool and everything else. See, when I started this platform on Facebook with the Fuck Child Support movement, it was all about spreading awareness and changing laws in men's mind, see things for what it is, because this child support system is not going to change. Our society is not going to change. Feminism is not going nowhere. But we have the power to change within ourselves and stop putting ourselves in unfortunate bullshit ass situations. See, they didn't like that when they saw that the money wasn't that good. See, when you leave this world, you don't take money with you. See, and when you don't have no integrity, and I've been saying this from day one, when you don't have no integrity, you don't have nothing. When you sit back and you'll sell out for some coochie, you sell out for some money, some fame, some shine, notoriety, you ride that go along, get along train, different these baby mama terrorists. All this shit y'all motherfuckers was saying in the beginning for when I got in here, and y'all flipped the script because you thought it was gonna make you be famous, make you be rich and shit. But guess what? Y'all tried, and guess what? You still in the same boat, ain't on shit. And then get mad because somebody didn't plug you in the mix like you thought he was gonna do. You can't make this shit up. So I want to see, I bet y'all motherfuckers gonna come back around and try to talk that, yeah, what you been up on, man? I see you still do your thing. Let's do something together. And on that note, I'm gonna let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been duped. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
See, motherfuckers ain't gonna like that shit. And let me give a shout out to this Manuka Honey, whoever the fuck this is. She said, was your mother married when she have you? I come from a 2-parent household. My parents been married for 42 years before my dad died. And my mother died 8 years later. I don't come from single motherism. I ain't got no criminal record, and I ain't never been arrested before. So y'all can try to use that bullshit you want over here. Nah, you ain't under the docs, bitch. So, I don't take you motherfuckers seriously. So I don't know what that had to do with what I'm talking about. Because like I said, but then again, I just thought about it. See, when you call out the fuckery and you call out the truth, then motherfuckers want to sit back and, talk that the victim Olympics. You know how they go. Where that bitch at?
How dare you do this to me? How do you live with yourself?
So I don't entertain none of that. So you can use that if you like. So now I'm 43, bro. I'm 43. But here's the thing. A lot of people say Kevin was 56 years old. Kevin was 52 or 53. He wasn't 56 years old. Just to let y'all know. Y'all can't listen to all these different rumors that y'all hearing about this, how he passed away. They saying he died from cardiac arrest. I think they got up on the TMZ, actually. Somebody sent me that, but I didn't bother to look at it. Let me go to this Twitter right quick. Because a lot I want to see. A lot of people was definitely dancing the jig when it came about Kevin Samuels. Let's look at this. DJ Academic said, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Shout out to him. Some lady said, Amari, she said, the way you are treating the news of Kevin Samuels as a celebrity, she can't even spell celebrity. She got celebratory. She says she got celebratory. The way you women are treating the news, but she's calling out the women though. But I'm just saying she got celebratory. She said the way you women are treating the news of Kevin Samuels as a celebrity event is revolting. Y'all are evil, twisted, deranged, selfish, careless, conceited, and distasteful, to say the very least. And it's ironic because y'all are literally proving he was right about y'all. And she's telling the absolute truth. This is what a woman said. Y'all are evil, twisted, deranged, selfish, careless, conceited, and distasteful, to say the very least. That sounds like the baby mama terrorists I know about, that I talk about. And yeah, he proved y'all to be who you are. Adam 22. I believe that's No Jumper. Kevin Samuels was a good dude who gave a lot of people solid advice. He got smeared for having a backbone and an opinion, and he didn't back down to the mob. Rest in peace. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. As men, we definitely have to stick to our guns. We have to definitely stand on our square when the majority is not going to side with you, because they're going to try to shame you, make you look bad. Okay, I guess dude making a joke. He said Kevin Samuels trying to figure out who let women in their 30s with 4 kids in his funeral. It's interesting. TMZ finally broke it 3 hours ago. Now, I'm looking for the bullshit. So here we go. So I don't know who this person is says. So you telling me Kevin Samuels had high cholesterol and had a whole heart attack and wanted to talk about fat women? Do they really believe that if you skinny, that you can't have a heart attack? Yeah, it's called sign language. Yeah, we know. Yeah, Kevin called it sign language, and that's what he do. So because maybe I don't know if he had high cholesterol or not, but what does that got to do with your fat funky ass? That's all I want to know, because I'm skinny and yeah, I got cholesterol. I died from a heart attack, but you still fat as fuck. What? So I mean, what's your point? But anything to try to shame. They will shame you while you're dead. They don't care about you passing away. They don't care. That's why I say they don't care. And you shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be in your feelings. You should be like, I'm not even surprised. I see these motherfuckers for what they are. Let me move around. You got to move around for these motherfuckers. Now, this young lady said Kevin Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to lose my weight and start my health journey. I guess that her. I guess that was her in the video. Shout out to her. This brother said Kevin Samuels has some disagreeable takes, but this man degraded and berated women all day, calling them useless, ugly, saying they're old, can't live without a man, etc. And this disagreeable take is I don't want completely free health care for all, not hatred of a group of people. I don't really understand that shit. I don't know, but this dude say This man degraded and berated women all day. See, this is what you call a simp enforcer. See, a simp enforcer is the ones who will kill another black man, particularly. They will kill another man because of a baby mama terrorist. See, a lot of these dudes come from baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism. See, these are the types that will sit back and say he degraded and berated women all day. How is that? How is that? Yeah, simp sucker. But how is that? I want to know how he degraded women. He made a phone. They made the phone call. They decided to go on his conference, knowing that they seen him talk to other women when they say stupid shit, and then y'all get mad and say he degraded and berate women. Then why do you still watch his shit? That's what I'm saying. These are the most dumbest educated motherfuckers on the planet. They have the most degrees, but they the most dumbest educated motherfuckers on the planet. I never understand. Because if I'm on there and I'm watching this shit, and every time a dude come on there, he degrading the motherfuckers. If I'm saying he's degrading, you think I'm gonna come on there and try to talk some shit to him? I'm not going that motherfucker. But these motherfuckers so stupid that they gotta get some type of attention, regardless if it's good or bad, even if it make it look good, even if it make me look like shit, even if it go viral and embarrass me, they still gonna come on the motherfucker. You can't make this shit up.
You get him water? I can't fucking believe you. How could you do this to me for him?
And I don't know who this is. Some dude named Corey. Kevin Samuels is the same nigga that said not to believe a child about sexual assault because kids lie. Ain't no way that's a nigga, y'all, having a moral high ground over man. LMAO. And y'all see a lot of my videos where I show y'all where the kid is manipulated by a baby mama terrorist and will aid assist his baby mama terrorist and say that you molested them. They will say you abused them, you touched them the wrong way. Don't y'all see that on my channel when I talk about these baby mama terrorists use these children as weapons, pawn shields, and rocket launcher? So you got this simp enforcer that took his shit out of content and said, don't believe what a child said. Like, don't believe it what no child say. No. But see, he's not going to talk about how children are manipulated to lie on the father or even lie on the man. False allegations. So when it's all said and done, you cannot believe necessarily what a child say. You definitely have to do your due diligence and investigate shit. But then again, this is why a lot of brothers are saying, I'm not dealing with no woman with kids. So we ain't got to even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Geneva said, I believe that, child. You got to go, fool. Of course you would, because you the one the baby mama tells that I talk about that manipulate the child to say he did this and did that and ain't did shit. So I bet you do. I bet you do. I bet you do. Majority of y'all do. Y'all use y'all children. Y'all hate y'all children. So of course you're gonna say that. See, remember that dude Dooley Lowe, who was falsely accused of putting nails up what's her name, FTN Bay butt, her son put up his butt. Remember she had that child to record that the dude put the needles and thumbtacks and nails up his butt. What happened? Come to find out, he took 2 lie detector tests and it was a lie. It was a lie. And all you baby mama terrorists came out and said, no, that's not true. Why would a kid lie? Why would a kid lie? Never said shit about manipulation, force, none of that shit. Because I told you, these baby mama terrorists want to destroy you, black men. These feminists, Alquishas, Alwalamelnistas want to destroy you. Stop thinking that you could change these type of motherfuckers. You cannot change these motherfuckers, but you can stay away from them. You can move around. Yeah, believe all women. So this simp force, and let me tell you about this dude. See, he's one of them super Dave ass niggas. Here I come to save the day. Let's go to the next. Some dude named Ash says, Kevin Samuels, there are many people walking around with cholesterol problems, clogged arteries, etc., but think that because their body looks good, all is dandy beneath. Sometimes the fat people you constantly call unhealthy are actually healthier than you internally. And that ain't how you whatever. All right. Now I'm the dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, but shit, I can spell a little bit. But he's basically saying that you calling certain people fat, that you unhealthy yourself. Now y'all know that you're gonna die from something. You're gonna die from something. Just because you skinny don't mean you can't have a high BMI. Just because you skinny don't mean you won't die from a heart attack. Just because you skinny don't mean you won't have high cholesterol. Come on now. Why do these, you know what kills me about society? They actually talk this shit like they're not gonna die too. We all gotta go. We all got an end date. We're not here to last forever. But I noticed when somebody died, they say, well, how can you talk about him being fat and you die from a heart attack? Skinny, fat, it don't make a difference. You're gonna die from something. Cancer. You got people who vegan that don't eat meat and end up having cancer. So I mean, come on, man. Make that make sense. But I guess whatever. So in other words, if you skinny, that means you're gonna last forever. Yeah, well. And yes, Max says exactly. That's why we are the most unhealthy people. Yeah, exactly. James said, "What did Kevin Samuels die from being 56 and unmarried?" We don't know. They keep saying heart attack. Somebody said God tier hoochie. Kevin dead. Kevin, see now check this out. See, this is the one I'm talking about. She got God tier hoochie. See, this is why I tell y'all. Now you click on her shit. Let me move to the side. You can see it. You go to her shit. She says that bitch, president and co-founder of Houston Hoochies, P.O. Box 690-349 Houston, Texas 77269. Need promo? Email M. Williams. Blah 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 blah. God tier hoochie, and she's that bitch, and she's president and co-founder of Houston Hoochie. So you know what that means, right? I know y'all do. But she says Kevin Dead Samuels made a career out of mocking black women and having a circle jerk with others. Sad, pathetic, fatherless, desperate men, and y'all want me to checks, notes, mourn his death? Nah. So, but see, she just said it. He made a career out of mocking black women, right? But she got on her shit that she that bitch. You can't make this shit up. She said he mocking black women, but you got on your shit that bitch. God tier hoochie. That's why I told you, man, don't take these motherfuckers serious. Don't get in your feelings. Don't get in your feelings. Especially somebody that's dark skinned that's using filter on her face, trying to look light skinned, wearing somebody's mop on their head with, aka hair crowns. This is why I tell you, you can't take these motherfuckers seriously. These are the ones, these motherfuckers right here. These are the ones that also aid assist in the black community. See, these are the ones who raise kids like this when they ask the father out the picture. Unless they got with a one of them hood ass niggas. Let me show y'all something. See, somebody like her will be raising shit like this.
Not even gonna play like that for no grade. Y'all see them killers in here? Hey, stop playing with my shorty. I know how y'all coming, shorty. What's that word, man? It's about 100 glickers in this bitch.
See, these are the ones who raise shit like that. At the high school in Chicago, on social media to go viral with a bunch of posts in the school, self-snitching at best. But She says, let's see, what she say? Made a career about mocking black women. But you create those type motherfuckers. That's why I say I don't take these motherfuckers seriously. Hoochie whore. And I guess it's a dude. Wait a minute. I think it's a dude. This looks like an alphabet. He looked like an alphabet. I know we ain't supposed to judge a book by the cover, but he seemed like an alphabet. His name is Hoochie Whore. You can't make this shit up. He said, all I can say about Kevin Samuels is if you spend your time disrespecting people in life, don't be surprised at people disrespecting you in death. No matter how cruel it may be, the legacy you leave behind will be known by the fruit you bore while you were here. This was some dude said. So he's mocking individuals who are already mocking themselves. Make that make sense. You just saw that bitch. You just saw that bitch. But like I say, you look like one of them alphabets. I don't take them seriously at all. See, this is what y'all have to understand. Regardless how much good you do out here, you're gonna have people that's gonna hate you, say you wasn't shit, and you was here to hate others. When Martin Luther King died, everybody was not mourning his death. A lot of people celebrated his death. A lot of people was glad he died. When Malcolm X was murdered, a lot of people was glad that he died. They celebrated his death. When Jesus, for those who's Christianity, when Jesus died for our sins, you had evildoers who killed him, celebrated his death. So when it's all said and done, you're gonna always have somebody that's gonna disrespect you when you gone. You can't worry about that. You can't worry about that. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna open up the lines, and anybody come on here and speak their piece and shit. You got something you gotta say? You know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome. Tell me y'all thoughts. Y'all disagree with what he did, how he did. You're more than welcome. Just don't be too disrespectful. We here to talk as adults and shit. Cause I was on Obsidian's page and it was a brother on there crying. Said he was a mentor to him. And he said he learned a lot from him and other people on YouTube. You know what I mean? Oh man, we got my man Ricky Manor. Hey, hey Ricky, take off your YouTube.
All right, I'm back.
What up, bro?
Chilling. Yo, man, this is all weird.
You say it's weird?
Yeah, because I mean, first David Carroll, then Kevin Samuels.
You going in and out, bro?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Not really. It's going in and out.
What about now?
Yeah, but hold on a minute. Now this joker right here said, I know you're not comparing Jesus and Malcolm to the likes of Kevin Samuels. No, I'm not comparing him to no Malcolm X or Jesus. Blank man. But what I'm saying is, because I forgot, I'm gonna have more dumb motherfuckers in here that's gonna try to twist narrative. What I'm saying is, regardless, if you pass away, you're gonna have some motherfuckers going to be glad you dead and gone, especially if you the type of person to speak your piece. So no, I'm not comparing shit. It's called a example. I know y'all motherfuckers ain't that dumb. But then again, I know you one of them black women, so you probably is one of the equation. Go ahead, Ricky.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. This is strange. This was about to be a movement to go mainstream, and now all of a sudden, the guy who was going to connect this to the mainstream passed away. But the thing that I'm looking at here, and people call me a coon for saying this, but we are a community beyond help. If we can sit around and rejoice when someone who gave us constructive criticism has gone, we're beyond help.
I've been told you the community was over with. I've been, as long as you got these baby mama tears being the lead and the pillars of the community, it's gonna always be what it is. So I don't have no hope for it.
So basically, the only thing we can do is just survive out here because, I mean, if this is what we have at our back, heaven help us. And this is the stewards of our children and our next generation, we're done.
Well, this is why I say we need to stop cohabitating with these motherfuckers. See, this is why. But see, here's the thing: what people don't realize. When I tell y'all to change the laws of y'all mind, this is what I mean. Because our society's not gonna change nothing. Our political figures not gonna do nothing. Our government daddy ain't gonna do shit. So we have the power to change the laws within ourselves. What we have to do is just see things what it is and move around. Why you think the birth rate is at an all-time low? It ain't just because of the abortions. You got men who are not getting married or having children. 50% of men in the United States are not getting married or having children. 53% of black men are not being they childless and unmarried. And even in the sperm banks, black men are not donating sperm. So even though the government is not trying to make things equal and fair and equality and shit, we doing it ourselves. So, and that's what we all have to do. We have to change the laws in our mind in order to make change and stop being quiet and show them that we're not going. You know,
Well, the only power these weed wearing wicked witches have is between their legs anyway. So the way I look at it,
I kind of question that now.
That's the only power they have. And as long as we keep giving them that power, they're not queens. They don't have any real estate. They don't have any authority. They're just who they are. And they're the laughing stock of Western civilization. And their responses to Kevin Samuels' death is actually taking the mask off and showing the true abusive nature of these women. So, but that's all I wanted to say before I went back to work. I'm still watching from the background. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Ricky, man. Y'all need to subscribe to his channel, man. He's controversial too. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Before I let Joel speak, a lot of people saw Kevin different from other content creators, but you have to understand that he's wearing a suit. I'm wearing a fuck child for a hat. You got Ramil saying pump and dump. You got Minister Jap saying German Shepherds. You got Obsidian, you know what I'm saying, speaking what he speak. You got Dennis Sperling. You got the lead attorney. But when it's all said and done, what they say when these baby mama tears come at you, you all in the same boat. So even if we say, well, I'm not red pill, I'm not like that. I don't affiliate with myself with these type of dudes. I don't do nothing. I speak on this. Anytime you go against the code, you one of us. So when you try to separate yourself from the same brother that you used to be around and shit like that, for whatever reason, you still in the same boat. You controversial. Once you go against feminism or you go against society standards and you try to promote being a man and masculinity and shit, you are one of the same, fam. So that's why I don't get into that. Well, I need to do this way and I need to act this way, because if anything go down, you all on the same equation. Even Coach Greg Adams, he don't curse at all like that on his platform. But guess what? They sabotaged his channel, so now he ain't getting monetized on one of his channels. When MTI was out there with Kevin Samuels, I didn't see what the big deal. They're having a good time interviewing people. They couldn't get Kevin, so what they do? They fucked up his sponsorship. He tried to explain, I got a bunch of women that support me and all that stuff. Okay. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Once you go against the code and you calling out the fuckery and you exposing these no life to ass out Karen feminists and all the rest of the gang, you are in the same boat. It doesn't make a difference. We need to start seeing that for what it really is. Go ahead, Joel.
Hey man, I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. I am a major fan of yours. I got turned on by your channel by one of my friends that was going through child support issues, and he finally got custody of his kid. And he was like, "You need to check out Mr. Palmer." I was like, "Man, who in the world is Mr. Palmer?" And then he was like, "Just check him out." So I looked you up, man, and I've been hooked ever since. So I've been following you for about a year. So
okay, I appreciate you, brother.
Blessings to your channel, man. Maybe one day we can link up and do some content together. But with Kevin Samuels, I didn't know him personally, but a lot of his stuff that he was talking kind of resembled what I went through in my life at first. Making
hey, bro, do me a favor. Your mic is like popping.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
I want everybody to hear you clearly.
All right. What about now? Better?
No, it's still doing it.
All right, hold on.
Shout out to everybody else. No, it's still doing it. You might have to log out and come back in. I don't know why sometimes you have to do that. Oh, I don't know if it's your phone, but it's so popping.
All right, it's still popping too.
Yeah, for real.
All right, let me log out and log back in.
Okay, brother, I got you though.
All right.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, I just wanted to come in and chime in on that, man. I didn't listen to Kevin Samuels all the time, but I used to go through his stuff because I went through the same thing with wasn't my baby mama, but it was a girlfriend I had for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
She had some demon kids, and she wound up leaving me after I had a heart attack. Let's say she had a stroke, and I was with her, helping out and all that. About 4 months later, I had a heart attack. Man, she came to the hospital, left me while I was in the bed. Right.
Wait a minute. Repeat yourself, because I want everybody to hear what you just said. Now, wait a minute. So when she had a stroke, you stayed by her side.
Stayed by her side. Took care of her, massaged her legs and stuff, because sometimes you don't have a feeling in your legs, right?
Right.
So I took care of her, man, even though we was going through some things.
Mm-hmm.
I had a heart attack later, about, 4 months later, and she came to the hospital when I was in the bed, told me she was leaving me.
Oh, wow.
She couldn't even wait until I got out the hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
So she could have maybe had another heart attack, man.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. So luckily, I had bought my own house, so I was able to come to because I was staying at her place. I was able to come to my house and not be homeless, right? And at my job, I made sure I had health insurance, disability insurance, and all that stuff.
Right.
And what I realized, man, is he's telling the truth about their nature. I mean, I'm 60, right? This happened about 13 years ago. So I was about his age when it happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of young men have no idea that most women have this nature. It's in them to be that way, and they cold-hearted to the opposite sex. In fact, if you look at the abortion statistics of that 38 million, say this on your channel, out of that 38 million took place, the majority were boys.
Wait a minute.
A lot of them, when they find out they're having a son,
hold on.
Huh?
It's kind of chopping. I want you to say that again, because I want people to hear real clearly what you're saying. So let's get back to the amount of abortion rates.
Of that 30-something million abortions that have taken place in the Black community, this is not total, this is just in the Black community, the majority of those abortions were boys. When they find out they're having sons, they abort them. This is biblical, man. And a lot of us take up for them. They like thinking they're going to get some favor for jumping on their side. No, you won't get no favor. You'll get stabbed in the back. I hate to say it. Who wants to think that your community is screwed like that? But we are. It's best not to just mess with them. Move out the and don't even live around them, because they kids will terrorize you. I have a friend, my best friend's brother, his wife is accusing him of sexually abusing her granddaughter. My thought is, why you allow her daughter to move in with a child in your house? Don't even live around her. If it ain't your blood granddaughter or daughter, don't be around them.
Hold on right quick, sir. I want to give a shout out to Cheryl One. She said, I'm outie. Too many bitter males in here. The definition of bitter, for those who don't know what the definition of bitter is, bitter means to be done unjustly. So even in the Bible, the good book, it tells you that you have the right to be bitter. The problem is it also tells you that don't let it put you in a sunken space down a rabbit hole where you can't get out of. So when somebody tell you that you're being bitter, don't entertain that. Now, if she would have said miserable and shit, then it'll be more understandable. But y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Instead of you telling me or telling the group that you're gonna leave the channel or leave the page, all you gotta do is just leave. But I'm gonna help you out though. I'm gonna let Reverend X holler at the moderators. Y'all know what I mean.
Cut that bitch off.
Handle that. So handle that. So, like I said, see the difference between me and Kev. See, I have no filter. You know, so he more cool. He don't curse like that. He curses, you know, less a little bit. But see, I got more fit. I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers think because I'm just waiting on a motherfucker to prove me wrong about these stats that mothers are the most abusive, they the most neglectful amongst the children, and they cause the most child fatalities. That's what I'm waiting on people to prove me wrong about. And this system on highest gender bias amongst men as a whole. That's what I'm waiting on. So let me ask you, you're 60 years old, right?
Yeah.
So you could say you were one of the baby boomers, and
Yeah.
when you was coming up, how was it in the black community? I want to know because I'm only 43. I wasn't around it, so I want to know.
When I was 23, I took my daughter's mother to court, and I got custody of my daughter. Sole custody.
Good.
I got sole custody. It wasn't quite like this, but it was on its way to this. I think if you go back and look at history, look at the movie Claudine, that was like, you know.
I tell people all the time, you want to know how it was back in the day, watch the movie Claudine, and they'll tell you exactly why the men wasn't in the household.
Exactly.
Government daddy handout. But go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so and it's for the lady Super S that came on there. You know, I'm not bitter. I'm okay with my life. I actually have peace now. I'm alone, you know, and I get company. I talk to women and I tell them how, but I talk to women, letting them know if you ask me a question about something, I'm gonna tell you the truth as I see it.
Right.
What happens is a lot of these women, they do not want to hear the truth. And that's the problem that they had with Kevin Samuels. He didn't lie.
You can't handle the truth.
I've been saying that. That's the problem. That's why they hate you. That's why they say you hate women, you hate yourself, you hate your mama. That's why all that shit go on. Yeah, that's why.
Right. And if you find a man where you telling him the truth and he can't handle it, then you got to question him, you know, because he said some stuff that tagged me the wrong way, but I had to swallow it. You know, he wasn't lying. And we have to be accountable for ourselves. Women don't have to be accountable for nothing.
I be trying to tell these brothers, yeah, they do not. They always gonna have somebody to fall back. That's why you trying to shame them to stop being hoes and to start being traditional. They don't have to. They don't have to. So
they dancing on his grave. They should have been happy that he was born because he was trying to help them. Now, whew, ain't nobody to really fill his place. They're gonna really fall to a sunken place. They the ones that's falling to the sunken place.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to help them motherfuckers. So I mean, yeah, this ain't the channel to help them. No, the only women I help is the ones that support me and the one that believe in tradition, the ones who definitely are for their sons and daughters. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of these baby mama tears that hate their own sons. This is why a lot of these brothers didn't know their father because they hated him, and that's why a lot of these brothers was abused being with their piece of shit ass mama. And unfortunately, a lot of these brothers didn't realize that their mom was a baby mama Tez till they met their father or till they went through the same shit that he went through. You see what I'm saying? Right. And but people don't want to talk about that. This is why I spread awareness the way I do. And the ones who want to listen to it, you're more than welcome. The ones that don't, block the page and move on. Ain't no sense coming on here. Go about your business. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't like the person, why are you over here? Like, you know, not speaking on you on any channel.
Right.
I mean, it's like they act like they gotta be there, you know. But anyway, man, I appreciate you giving me some time and peace be with you.
Hey, peace be with you, sir. Hey, I'm glad you survived, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yes, peace.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. If y'all new in here, please hit the subscribe button. What this channel is about, it's about uplifting men. I have women on this channel too who support men's rights. This is about equality when it comes to this unjust system. Most men are on child support because of a failed relationship or a failed divorce. This site is not about supporting no piece of shit ass dude that didn't want to be a father, but it also definitely ain't about no mother who choose single motherism. And for all of y'all to say, don't no woman choose single motherism, a baby mama tears do. Anytime you alienate the man out the picture because of a fair relationship or divorce, you want to teach him a lesson that hurt him, you really destroying your child. This is why a lot of these young boys out here now are either alphabets, they betas, they blue pill, they simp forces, and they setting themselves up for failure. And our girls, this is why a lot of them are pregnant at young ages. This is why they dropping out of school, failing to school, dealing with guys that's 60 years old and they only 15 because they was raised by a baby mama terrorist. So what I do, I spread awareness for men to change the laws in their mind, to make change, because our government is not going to do it. And I show a lot of stats. I show a lot of proof on how this system is only about making a $60 billion business when it comes to family court. It's never was about the best interest of the children. And the term best interest of the children came from Adolf Hitler. That's where they used the term from. But y'all sit back and say that child support is a good thing. This government is a good thing. But then y'all holler white supremacy when it falls on you. You can't make this shit up. Joel, what's up?
What's up, man? I'm on my mic now.
Yeah, I hear you great. You was on your phone?
Yeah, I was on my phone. I went onto my my Apple computer. I was like, let me go on my Apple and talk to my man. First and foremost, I want to say I've been following you for a year, man. I got turned on by my friend who was going through a child support situation. He found you and he was like, yo, man, you need to listen to this guy. He really is about men rights. And with your show, you helped him got custody of his kid with some of the rights and stuff that you talked about. So since then, I've been hooked. So hopefully we can do something together on my channel, man. But getting back to Kevin Samuel, his legacy, the man was the truth. And unfortunately, like a lot of people been saying about what's going on with people like you, myself, us as conservative men that are about men's rights, women today, the modern women today, they don't want to hear that. Because the reason why, because they're stuck in their own vibe. And it's been like that for a long time. And they make a lot of money off our pain. I'm just being honest about it.
No, that's a fact.
You know,
that's a fact.
You know, when you see these women, when they say things like, you know, I hear some of these women say, well, I'm a single mother, but you get child support and the father is still spending time with the child. Or you bringing the child over to the father house to do what you want to do. You're not a single mother. You're not a single mother.
No,
single mother gets no money, gets no support, gets nothing. She's straight system. So that's another thing that really, really be making me mad about some of these busted down modern women. And another thing that makes me very upset, especially for our community, is sad that we are so low that we celebrating the death of a grown behind man, a human being. He's a human at the end of the day. He's somebody's father. He's somebody's son. He's somebody's brother. He's somebody's best friend. But unfortunately, in today's time, that's just where we live in. People don't give two fucks, and it is what it is.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%, man. All you gotta do is email me, bro.
All right.
Somebody put my email in the link in the chat.
So that way I can put in my own notes. Yeah, because I definitely would like to have you on there. And I've already had one of the guys from we call it the Gulag Gang, Hood Conservative and Trey and BD. And like I said, man, I love your content, man. You are the truth. And keep doing what you're doing, Mr. Palmer. For real, bro. I mean, because here's the thing, man. You saving some young man's life out there, and you probably saving some young woman's life and getting her act together to be a part of the nuclear family. Because you and me and other guys like us, we the last hope, man. If we can't save them all, we can save some. That's
exactly
what all that matters.
Exactly. Because I'm not here to save the world. I'm not nobody's sky daddy. All I'm trying to do is spread the message to the ones that want to learn and want to know on how to move. I don't want our future going through the same bullshit that our fathers or our grandfathers or even what we went through, because this system is definitely here to sabotage. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Davis, yes, he passed away. He passed away. So yeah, I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you too, man, and hopefully we'll be doing some work soon. And anybody don't mind following my channel, you can just ask my man Mr. Palmer. He'll put my link in there for y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Look, type the link, type the link in here, and now I have one of the moderators to highlight or whatever. That's not a problem.
All right, brother, I'll do that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man, and take care of yourself and keep doing God's work, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
All right, man.
All right, peace. Let me show y'all something right quick for these baby mama terrorists. Before I do that, shout out to Kimberly Post. She said, I'm new to your channel. I have a son and 3 daughters. I rock for them all. Love your page. I agree. 99% of what you say. People, it's hard to hear the truth, but I appreciate the truth. This is Kimberly Pope. See, this is what I'm saying. My channel it's controversial. Anytime you go against the code establishment, you call out the bullshit, then yeah, you are controversial. No matter how you look, how you dress, what you got on, how you speak, where you from, it doesn't make a difference. This shit is real. This shit been going on for a long time. But when you call it out, they say you hate women. They say you're self-hate and all that shit. That's just a shame language to get you to be quiet. And to let y'all know, since y'all new in here, I'm gonna let y'all see something. Because they always told you that fathers were the most abusive when it comes to, the child. They say they was the most neglectful. They said he was deadbeats, low life, all the different things. But let me show you something. Let's look at this right here. The number of child abuse victims in the United States. This ain't just black women. This is in the United States. 85% of women get custody of our children. Versus the 17.5%. So technically it's 82.5, but I just say 85%. 17.5% of men get custody of our children in the United States. That's 1 out of every 6. 1 out of every 6. Now, as you see, when it comes to the Mother Earth, the one who get majority of the sole custody and primary custody, in 2020, 221,372 mothers who abused their child in the United States. When it comes to the father, it's 138,803. Now I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was 1,000. It's still too much. Should no child be getting abused by any parent, whether the mother or father. But since society tells us that these are the most best fit, and this white mothers, black mothers, Latino mothers, Asian mothers, and everything else in the United States, so they ain't just black. 221,372, and guess who they give custody to? These motherfuckers right here, who they say is the best fit. They lied to you men. Now, let's go to the mother and the non-parent. When it comes to the mother and the non-parent, that's usually one of these simp studs, one of these alphabet females that they dealing with because they decided to cross over the fence, or they dealing with some boyfriend of theirs that they met off eBay, or somebody met off Amazon, somebody met off Facebook, somebody met off StreamYard, and then they have them around their child, and the child just got born just a week ago. Then all of a sudden, it's more child abuse and also child fatalities and neglect. Now, when it comes to the mother and the non-parent, it's 37,064 in 2020. Now, let's go to the father and the non-parent. Now, look at this. When it comes to the father and his girlfriend or his wife or whatever, it's 6,910. So you telling me that these Mother Earth goddess queens, these Mother Earth, Mother Natures, with they boyfriend, they simp enforcer, 37,000. But when it comes to the father, it's only 6,900. But you go in the courtroom and fight for equal parental time or sole custody, they tell you that she's the most best fit. Yeah, let me let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
A lot of y'all really thought that these baby mama terrorists are the most best fit because your mama said so. Because hell, your grandmother said so. But the stats, the stories, the media, the news, the interviews with fathers, the interviews with the child, they tell you that. And a lot of you brothers can say that. Yeah, my mom had her boyfriend and shit, he put a gun out on me and I ain't did shit. Or shit, she abused me. You saw different type of guys running in and out of the house. It's so funny that these motherfuckers who the most best fit, 37,064 when it comes to mother and boyfriend. But when it comes to the father and the girlfriend, it's 6,900. That don't make no sense if you saying we the scums, we the low lives, we the most abusive, we ain't shit. It's called the CDC. That's where it's from. So when people come on my page and assume that I'm just some dummy just run off at the mouth, just in my feelings and all that shit, no, I show y'all shit you need to see. You can look at the Department of Census. You can look at the CDC. Hell, you can go on Google and look at it. So, but when brothers call out shit like this, they say, who hurt you? And then they, again, use the victim card.
How dare you do this to me? How do you live with yourself?
So this is why I tell y'all men to keep y'all veins cold, because when you call out the truth, call out the fuckery, a lot of people's not going to like it. You're going to have guys, sympathy forces, they're going to try to justify what you put out here. But what's funny is, they won't call me wrong. They won't prove me wrong. They just say, who hurt you? Was you raised? Did your mother birth you while she was married and all this different shit? You know what I'm saying? We stay facts over here. That's why I laugh when y'all sit back and say, yeah, this dude got a fuck child support head on. He just a deadbeat. Yep, sure is. But prove me wrong that you baby mama tears are not the most abusive, the most neglectful, and cause the most child fatalities. That's all I care about. Then, till then, I'm going to keep doing what I do. And somebody said, she last said he was a fucking hypocrite. It is what it is. What it is. I ain't here to tell y'all that he was perfect and he was right about every fucking thing. So no, I disagree with some shit too. I didn't watch his channel like that, because a lot of things he said, I'm like, get married in 6 months. Let me let Clay Davis speak on that. Shit. I wish I would marry somebody in 6 months. So I mean, it's some things I disagree with. This page ain't about dick riding and ass kissing. This is about paying respect for somebody that changed the game, that actually called out a lot of fuck shit, that actually proved his point with a lot of you baby mama terrorists. But to say he was right about everything, no, ain't nobody right about everything. I ain't right about everything. So is he controversial? Yeah, he's controversial. I'm controversial. A lot of people on YouTube, Cynthia G controversial. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the same time, y'all continue to watch his channel. That's what I don't get. Y'all talk that shit, but y'all go on there the next day watching his channel and going on there doing his live, and he asks y'all the same question: what's your height? What's your weight? Are you married? How many kids you got? Is the father involved? And all that shit. That's the thing I don't understand. Because when I don't like somebody, I know how to block the page and move on. I'm not gonna go on this page and say, you need to stop doing that. I don't like what you do. Why you don't say nothing positive? See, you dumb motherfuckers are going there every fucking day and don't say shit. But then when somebody died, now all of a sudden, oh, he all these different things. I don't get that. I really don't get that, man. We got AJ up in here, man. What's good, bro?
Hi, Mr. Palmer. How you doing?
I'm good. Your phone or your mic is popping.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's still popping though.
Hold on. Let me just. How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, it's still doing. You might have to do the same thing like the other brother. Come out and come back in.
Oh, okay. Sorry, here.
All right. Hey, Zone. What's good, bro?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Cool. Church check in. Salute to the couch gang. Salute to the church. Salute to Coach gang. Salute to Beano Nation. Man, I rock with all y'all because of Kevin. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came into I came into, I guess, this space just like a majority of people back when the average at best clip, you know what I'm saying, started circulating.
Mm.
And when I saw it the first time, I didn't pay it any mind. You know, I watched the clip, but then like literally 2 weeks later, that clip kept circulating. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to his channel and I'm gonna watch one of his live streams. And I ain't gonna front. When I watched his show and I sat there and watched him bring these women in individually, and he wasn't budging, he wasn't shuffling, he wasn't running away from what he was saying. I said, man, let me go and hit the subscribe button. So for the past couple years, I've been subscribed to his channel. Now I haven't been able to catch every show, but I've been able to catch quite a few shows. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm gonna miss Kevin Samuels. You know, Kevin was a part of my daily lexicon in a sense that, you know, if I'm not watching his live stream, I'm still seeing his notification when he goes live. You know, so I might be out and about and I might be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, Kevin's live, but I might not be in a space where I can watch his show. So I'm a miss seeing his you know his notifications and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Kevin put me on to Minister Jap. Uh Minister Jap, because I would be like, who is this Jap dude that he always be talking about in his lives? So then I got Jap, you know what I'm saying? And then I started watching Jap for a minute, and then Jap put me on to Coach Greg Adams. And I was like, who is this coach dude, man? This dude sharp, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I got put on to coach. And then Minister Jap put me on to Donovan Sharp. When Donovan Sharp came on the show, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all of this, because I feel like prior to Kevin Samuels, I was just watching like documentaries and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then let me see. And then when I started watching Coach put me on to Angry Man. And man, I'm like, yo, like this is it's crazy. The message, you know what I'm saying? And then actually I can't leave can't leave this out. Watch. So I was introduced to you watching the Star Report. I never seen your face, never seen your YouTube channel. I would just hear your voice back when you were a sponsor on the Star Report. I got reintroduced to you via Minister Jap when you went on this show. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know, I went on Twitter like everybody else and I started looking at the comments and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, Kevin did a good ass job, because all these BMTs, you know what I'm saying? They out here barking like dogs and howling like coyotes. See, that's what you want.
Coyotes.
Yeah, I'm out here in the desert. You know, these coyotes be howling. They be howling, especially when it's a full moon. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's how you measure. That's how you measure your success. You know, it's gonna be you gonna have us over here in this space, like you, Angry Man, me, people that genuinely you know was feeling what Kevin Samuel was saying. We're the 15%. You see, everybody else is the 85% because they lost. You get what I'm saying? Like they can't take it, they don't live in reality. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you know, this whole and I do think that Kevin passing is, I should say, it's unfortunate that he passed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want to live as long as we can. And I'm gonna actually divert and say this real quick. I work in the medical field, and I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, it doesn't matter when a person is skinny, don't matter when they fat. A lot of times people that are thin, they're thin because they have autoimmune disorders or any other kind of disorders, and sometimes they can't put on weight. So they, although you know they might have a decent looking frame, you know, they can still experience things like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular problems, things like that. And then, for the people that may be a little bit overweight, they could experience a whole different set of other problems that thinner people don't face. So my grandfather, God willing, I think he'll be 98, 99 this year. You don't get to be 98, 99 without taking care of yourself. That means eating right, you know what I'm saying? Paying attention to your nutrition, sleeping, making sure you're drinking enough water, keeping yourself away from negativity, keeping yourself away from negative people, making it your daily responsibility, just to have an overall good day, and not allowing people to come between you and your happiness. You don't get that far in life without taking care of yourself. And I was watching Coach Greg Adams this morning, and he was, he had me dying laughing because we, like you said with the Kobe thing, when people die, people want to make up rumors and people want to talk bad about you. But Coach had me hollering when he was saying, what if Kevin went out the way that they're saying he went out on the paperwork? That would be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a shorty, you having a good time, and then you collapse, on her. You know what I'm saying? Coach said that would be the way that he would want to go out. You know what I'm saying? So that so that I'm glad he was able to kind of shed some light. But what I was gonna say before I diverted and said all that is, it's sad that Kevin passed away, but I also think that it's a good thing because now is a time where, certain content creators that may have shared philosophies and shared similar talking points and content. This is the time for, people to kind of bridge the gap and not let a lot of the destructive trolls and people that want to see you fall come between all that, because at the end of the day, like, people wanted the front, like they really wasn't watching or feeling what Kevin was saying, but you know what I'm saying, they really was. You feel me? So and in fact too, and if y'all got somebody that's sick or in the hospital, because I got a homie that's in the hospital right now, he got pneumonia. His name coincidentally is Kevin. I seen him post something on his Facebook, so I'm gonna try to go see him, because you be thinking people gonna come home and stuff, and next thing you know, you get that call. So check on you people. You know what I'm saying? Tell people you love them. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be the best person you can be. And I'm gonna wrap it up by saying, just because Kevin is gone, that don't mean you chicks out here that can't, that say you can't get a man, that want to have all these complaints, that are refusing to lose weight and improve your life. You know what I'm saying? Just because Kevin is gone, that don't mean you ain't gonna still get a dog and die alone. So, he put that message out here. You know what I'm saying? His message is actually only going to get bigger because he ain't here. And it's going to be interesting to see what these spaces are going to be like now that he's not here. It's going to be interesting to see how people try to ramp up their attacks and try to tear men down that want to see men do better. It's going to be interesting to see how these, you know what I'm saying, these BMTs and these 304s and these no good ass women, come in and try to tear something down. But yeah, man, that's all I got, Mr. Palmer.
Hey, I appreciate you also.
Oh, and after this live stream, if y'all want to, y'all don't have to, but I did a little 45-minute commentary on my channel last night. You know what I'm saying? When I was out trapping, and I decided to I wasn't trapping, but I decided to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, put my thoughts about how I felt about Kevin Samuels and my view on things. So yeah, if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, head over to Zone 864 TV and check that out after the live stream.
All right, for sure. Put your link in the comment, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace out. I want to show y'all something right quick. This was on TMZ. and a brother I know from I don't know why they put spelled his name wrong, but they put out the Atlanta Police Department, I guess the incident report. Now, allegedly, this is on TMZ. So, usually TMZ be right about majority of things. This is from Atlanta Police Department. And as you see here, miscellaneous non-crime. They got the offense location, Atlanta, Georgia. The involvement person was a Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander female. Her name Hortensia, and then they got Kevin Samuel. That was the other involvement. Now, what the narrative says right here was on May 5th, 2022, Officer Figueroa responded to a call at 297 East Paces Ferry Northeast Apartment, 1605, the number, regarding a person injured. Upon arrival, Officer J. Figueroa observed the fire department engine number 21 performing CPR to a black male unresponsive on the floor of his apartment. I then met Miss Hortensia, who identified the male as Mr. Kevin Samuels. Now they misspelled and put Kelvin, but Mr. Kevin Samuels. She stated that she met Mr. Samuels last night, came to his apartment, and spent the night with him. She also said that early morning, Mr. Samuels complained about chest pain, and she attempted to help him, but he fell on top of her and proceeded to notify 911. She also said she requested the 911 operator to contact the front desk for a defibrillator to keep Mr. Samuels responsible until Grady arrived because she is a nurse. Grady bus number 741. Mr. Samuels was later transported to Piedmont Hospital by Grady bus number 741. So from what it seemed to me, just off that narrative about the chest pain, seemed like it was a heart attack or something. Now I know a lot of people are saying, man, she a nurse. She could have drugged him. She could have did some shit. You can't trust these terrorists. But I can't speak on that. I could just say, allegedly she was trying to save him and help him and everything else. Most likely gonna do an autopsy. So I mean, if it's anything foul and dirty, they will see what really happened. But somebody also said, I don't know how true this is, said he had something that went on when he was in college and he had to have radiation to the chest. It was, I forgot what the name of the illness was, but they said when you take that radiation to the chest, that more likely that you can have a heart attack down the line based off that. It was a word, but I ain't putting all that up here. But like I said, you run around dancing jigs and happy and shit like you ain't gonna die too. And I don't understand it. But hey man, yeah, they say cancer. Somebody said he had cancer in the chest and they did the radiation. They said when you do that long term, it can cause heart attacks. So I mean, I didn't know nothing about the cancer. Y'all see, a lot of y'all watched him like that. I didn't watch him like that when I watched when he first took off, and certain things that came out I discussed and talked about, and a lot of shit be funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I disagree with, but that don't mean he passed away. I'm be jumping up and down cartwheels. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, 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 yeah. Nah, hell nah. Yeah, shucking and jiving, nah. But you know what I'm saying? His memory do not die. His videos don't die. The message do not die. This is another thing why I say that, like me, I tell you, I'm not nobody's leader. I ain't trying to be nobody's leader. I'm a messenger. And I always told y'all the reason why I call myself a messenger, because you could be thousands of messengers. When you the head, you the leader, you the only leader, and that leader perish, the rest of the people are scared to take over. They don't know what to do all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden, oh, it's over. It's no hope. Because I see people in the chat saying this is our last hope for the black community. Ain't no hope for the black community. A lot of people saying there ain't no hope for us. And that's not true. We need to be more messengers, because if one messenger pass off, die, perish, or whatever, you still got other messengers spreading the word. That's why I never said I'm nobody's leader or on the front line. Like, I'm on the front line, but I'm nobody's leader. But spreading that message, we all can be messengers to spread awareness for us to change the laws in our mind and make change and put it out there so our future don't go through the same bullshit that a lot of us have been through. So that's why I say I'd rather be the messenger, because I want the my talking points, I want what I put out here to be spread it and others to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Because for a prime example, Farrakhan. A lot of us love Farrakhan for the most part. Whenever he passed away, who gonna come out and do what he did? We ain't heard about nobody that's in line or anything. So that's why I say it's very important to have more messages than talking about, hey, here go the leader. We got my man MGTOW Saver, which I know that's MGTOW Flights. What's good, bro?
What's up? What's going on, brother Palmer in the building, man? What's going on with you, brother?
I'm good, man. Did you get that?
Yeah, I think I did.
You think you did? That's how busy you are. You think you got it.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I've been so busy, man.
But you got it. As long as you got it. I sent you two. So as long as you got it.
Okay, man. And so what I want to do is, man, talk about Brother Samuels, man. RIP to the brother. But I'm gonna tell you something. I want to give credit to you. I want to give credit to Ramil. I want to give credit to the Manosphere, man. And because if it wasn't for the Manosphere, it wouldn't be no Kevin Samuels, man. It wouldn't be a Kevin Samuels. But remember what you said, we need somebody to step up, bro. We've been stepping up. Look what we did. We brought Kevin Samuels to the forefront, regardless if he changed his marriage message. I didn't agree with him on the marriage thing. I talked about it on my channel. But at the end of the day, the Manosphere brought him to the forefront, and he took that shit. He amplified this shit. We amplified it to the next level. And once it came to the next level, the world got to see females for who they are. See, we've been preaching about female nature for years. We a small community, but he was able to amplify and bring it to the forefront, and everybody now know women for who they are. There's no hiding from it. Every time you go on this channel, you get to see them. They tell you who they are. Before he died, I actually watched his stream before he died. It was a night stream, man, the day before he died. And it was a woman who got on the stream. She had two boys, I think, from her ex-husband. She had them on alimony. She was a baby mama terrorist. Okay. She had them on alimony and child support. And he told her, why don't you just do equal parenting? Give the rights to the boys because they need their father. She was like,
hey, wait a minute. Before you answer that, I could kind of sum up what she said with that, because I talk about that all the time. Just before you answer that, she was like,
how dare you do this to me?
Exactly.
See, these baby mama terrorists would rather get 20% of your child support than you have equal parenting time. You split it down the middle. It's not about the child. It's about supporting me and having the power over the ex. Go ahead, brother.
And the thing was, Kevin said, why don't you just give them the kid? Give them the kids. They older now. They need their father. She was like, no, I can't do that. She claimed because he was complaining about the child support, right? He was paying so much money on alimony and child support. He was sleeping on the couch. He couldn't even survive.
What I do? He's sleeping on the couch.
Couch gang. But she refused to do it, and it's crazy, man. That was his final message, man. That was his last stream, and that was one of his most powerful streams. And I gotta say rest in peace to the brother, man, because even though I didn't agree on the marriage situation, I did not agree on that. I did agree with him putting women to the forefront, and if it wasn't for us in the Manosphere, a lot of people, man, you got, man, a round of applause to the Manosphere, man. A round of applause to all of us, man, because if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be a Kevin Samuels and a lot of brothers out here, man. So we got to put thumbs up for the manosphere, bro, because we put this man to the forefront, and he amplified it and showed the world females for who they are. We just can't deny it.
Well, let me ask you this: why do you believe that these our Walla Melnishas and our Keishas and our Quishas are celebrating his death the way they are? You know, dancing and twerking, and you know, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm finna get real methodical with this. Check this out. The reason why they are upset about Kevin Samuels, well, they happy that he's dead because guess what? The single mother hustle is over. It's over. He brought it to the world. Single mothers told on themselves. They told the truth to the world, who they was, who they are, and now they was upset at the fact that he would expose them for who they are, and that's the truth. Why they celebrate, because they've been running this con game for so long, having these simp forces believe, having these men believe that these women were so true, these single mothers were so true, but they was running the game the whole time. That's why they celebrate that he's gone. But guess what? Y'all can celebrate all y'all want, but guess what? His channel's still up. We still get to see y'all for who y'all are. Matter of fact, his last video exposed y'all once again with the single mother who did not want to take her ex-husband off of child support and alimony. Proof is in the pudding.
Oh, I can agree with, I can believe that. I'm not surprised about that. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. See, most of these baby mama terrorists who's talking shit in their feelings, these are the ones that have sex with ducks and dance with them and shit.
Oh my God! What the fuck is this? Seriously.
I want y'all to see this motherfucker have sex with Daffy the duck. No, Howard the duck. See, they grind on ducks, and to the point even the duck decided to be a simp because he ain't moved. Check this out, real fucking duck.
Oh my God! What the fuck is this? Seriously. Oh my
even the fucking duck is becoming a simp, letting that hair-hatted hooligan out the Tommy Sotomayor. But you know what I'm saying? With sit back, she had literally laid the duck down and start grinding on the motherfucker. So these are the ones who dance in the jigs and get good for him. And any other content creator will that passed away, they'll be celebrating too. Good for him, good for him. That's why I stick to what I say best.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
And keep doing what I do. These motherfuckers will fuck dogs, they'll fuck rabbits, they'll fuck flies, they fuck ducks, of course, birds, anything. If they could put it in, they will fuck. Yes. Notice she got a white duck. She didn't use a black duck. So she's a swirling ass duck fucker. You can't make this shit up.
Come on, man, preach.
A duck fucker. She's a swirling
Preach,
ass,
man.
divested duck fucker. Let's continue.
Preach, brother, because that is the sad reality, man. These women have no morals anymore. They have no morals. They have no standards. They don't really care. I always say this, man. The community is a reflection of what females are attracted to. So who run the community? Thugs. What's up? That's what they love. Thug love. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so these women could be upset. They could celebrate. They could be happy that Kevin Samuels gone. But guess what? We're going to continue to preach. We're not going to stop. There's going to be another Kevin Samuels. There's going to be more people rising up because it's to the forefront now. More brothers going to keep coming out here and expose y'all for who y'all are. You can't hide. The game is over. The jig is up.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But you know what? Just like a couple brothers was saying in the chat, and yeah, Tommy was the reason for all this when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? That got the ball rolling. You know what I mean? And everybody should get their just due. You know what I mean? Everybody brought some type of awareness to this space. You know what I mean? So one brother fall is not over with. That's what I'm saying. It's not over. So that's what I'm saying. We all gotta go. You know what I'm saying? We all got a end game. You know, this is why I tell y'all that we have to keep our veins closed, wash our hands, and move on, live your life to the fullest, because you only live once. You don't know when your time is up, but what you can do is enjoy your life, because when it's all said and done, you want to be able to leave an impact, a good impact. You know what I'm saying? On people who support you, who love you. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many guys out here that's been doing this way longer than me that don't get they just due. You know what I mean? But the reality is, we're not going nowhere. I ain't stopping. I ain't changing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
And they gonna keep hating you too.
Killer Simp. Hey, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. I want y'all to understand, because a lot of y'all saying, you know, y'all don't fuck with this person, y'all don't fuck with that person. Y'all had that right. I ain't never told y'all fuck with him and don't fuck with him. A lot of these whole ass niggas in this space will tell others, yeah, don't fuck with him. I will never tell y'all, if you don't like a certain content creator, you have that right. If you like this person, you have that right. If you don't, for whatever reason, and it might be legit, you have that right. You see what I'm saying? This about Kevin. This ain't about, you know, making y'all like him and love him. What I'm saying is, everybody dancing the jig, celebrating like he was this evil doer, when he actually came out with some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I understand, because there's some people that I don't care for, but you know, it don't take away the truth they put out there.
Exactly, man. The message is the most important thing, waking these
Yeah.
guys up, man. Because
Yeah.
guess what? We have no fathers no more. We're like, come on, bro. We ain't got no fathers no more to teach us this stuff no more. So we got to find other ways to find the truth, man. And so it's up to brothers like us out here, man, to help other brothers see the world for what it is, man. Because
Hey,
females are,
Killer Sil
they
say they cried about Betty White. Who cried about Betty White? I told you, man, I keep my veins on ice cold, sub-zero like a motherfucker, man. I ain't changing the goddamn thing. I'm gonna keep doing my shit till the day I die. Yeah. But yeah,
you know what I
man,
mean?
anything else you want to say, brother? I appreciate
Man,
you doing.
I definitely, we definitely gonna have to do a show, man, because I do have another channel. I kind of just opened, man, and really, it's really a powerful channel, bro. It's called "Come Home to the Red Pill," and what it is brothers telling their stories on why they came home. You know was it because of a baby mama terrorist, a relationship, your childhood? What was it to make you come home? So that channel is open to the community, man. If you want to send out videos, man, whatever.
Put your link. I'll tell y'all, put y'all link in here, and you know what I'm saying, put it up there. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? And this is another thing I want to tell y'all. This is why when y'all see YouTubers that starting up and coming, we got to stop this. Oh, he got only 100 subscribers. It's the message that y'all need to look out for, because eventually this brother's gonna outdo y'all, and then when y'all come back and say, "Hey, do one with me," he gonna say, "Fuck you." You see what I'm saying? We got to
Exactly.
stop this separation. I'm betting you because I got this, I got that, or I say this, I say that, or I wear this and you don't. We got to stop. That's that nigga shit these baby mama tears do. We got to stop that shit. You can't say that we brothers got to stick together, but then you selling out for this bitch over here. I'm just saying, we gotta stop that, man. That's why I say I wonder if a lot of these motherfuckers gonna start coming back around trying to link up and be part of this and part of that, because y'all some fake ass niggas.
Exactly, man.
No integrity have motherfucker. I've been saying integrity is very important. I'm not gonna sell out for no money, for no fame, for no attention, for no peace sleeve, none of that, man. I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing. If I get rich, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope so, but that's not my main agenda. Because when you die, that money ain't going with your ass.
Man, you saw Kevin, he just got on too, man. He just got on. And
That's
bam.
and yeah, he got on, but almost 2 years or a year and a half. The thing about that is maybe God planned for him to do what he do and enjoy some of the success. Now it's time for him to make a move. Maybe it was meant for this to happen this way. You know what I mean? But yeah, it will be nice if somebody, be rich and I be able to at least enjoy another 20, 30 years.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? But you got, that's why I say I'm not selling out for nobody, man. I fuck you. Fuck you. That I'm not about to do that. I can't be bought. I can't be sold. I'm not going.
Exactly, man. But check this out, man. I'm gonna leave on this, man. I'm gonna post it once I get off, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
post it on the
post anything.
post it on the chat. But I'm gonna say this, man. It is crazy that we such a small we used to be such a small community. Nobody knew about us. Like the brother who came on, he found out through Kevin. And we were
Yeah.
such a small community. How we got one man, we pushed one man to the front and he blew everything up. You got TMZ, you know what I'm saying, talking about this man. I remember he used to do cologne, you know what I'm saying, fragrance. And he came up here, went to the Manosphere, brothers put him on, he brought it to the forefront on women. And that is something that put us in the forefront, man. Now you got brothers that didn't have a name getting names because of that. So that's why I didn't agree with what he with the marriage situation, but I definitely appreciate him putting this shit out here with females, man. We can't deny him of that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you disagree with him or not, we can't deny him of that.
Yeah, like I say, you're not gonna agree with everything somebody say. It don't. I mean, it's people in the MGTOW community that don't agree with the other guy who's MGTOW red pill. I mean that, but we all got the same end game that we want men to do better and focus on themselves and quit worrying about trying to get with some bitch that don't want your ass anyway.
Exactly, man.
So yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you as always, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Let me know. We can set something up.
Definitely, brother. Definitely. What's your email?
BabyMamaTerrace@gmail.com.
I got you. Got you.
It's in the
All
chat.
right.
Yeah, BabyMamaTerrace@gmail.com.
Okay, for sure, brother. I
Yes,
appreciate you letting me get on, man. Thank you.
always, brother.
All right, my brother.
All right, please. I want y'all to see something right quick. And I want y'all to understand. Oh, let y'all know he was 53 years old. I know y'all see 56, 57, 58. He was 53 years old. How I know? Because Obsidian been knowing him for a long time, and he put it up there on his page. And he would know. So he was 53 years old. His birthday was in March. I didn't know his birthday was in March because my birthday March 15th. So he was a Pisces too. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to check out something. You have 72% of no-fault divorces. A lot of y'all say 80. So it could be 80% of no-fault divorces. You have a lot of these women who have a good, loving husband, a traditional husband, and they will leave that husband because I want more. I want more money and shit like that. I want to live my independent, strong and independent. But then you still want child support, alimony, and everything else. I want y'all to see this woman admits to divorcing her loving husband for no other reason except she wanted more money. You can't make this shit up. Let's hear out. This is why I say I have no hope when it comes to all this. These baby mama tests. A lot of these motherfuckers want to get married just to say they walk down the aisle, take some pictures, and look good and get some attention. And after that, they have that 10-year bid that they're gonna run off to the promised land for the most part. Let's check this out, y'all. Let me make sure I unmute it.
Been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work and work and work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
Yeah. She going, she just said it. She said, I think it was about money. No, it was about money. These motherfuckers are never satisfied. Look at Jada Pinkett. You have women that are married to a man that they're jealous of. because he makes more money, he's the breadwinner, or he's the lead and everything else. These motherfuckers don't want no traditional man. They want a red pants. And this motherfucker left a good man, a loving man who worked his ass off to keep her happy and afloat, but she divorced him anyway. Let's finish it off while she, come with and make fake tears and everything else.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally, completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like, you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow,
I mean,
so he was your soulmate?
it's hard because I knew how he still felt about me.
He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart. Oh, don't cry, Tip.
See, and this is why when it comes out with shit like this, I feel no sorrow for you. Don't give a fuck about you. It is what it is, fam. Walmart is always hiring. But y'all say there's no good man out here. Don't no man want to be a loving husband. No, men are not getting married now because they're scared to go through the bullshit just like this. You can't make this shit up. See, men, they don't want y'all to put out shit like this. They don't want y'all to see this has been going on for a long time. You could thank Ronald Reagan for allowing this no-fault divorce to happen, because now they all divorced. This has been going on since the 60s. And like I told you, we're gonna watch that divorce court documentary where we get to see how bad it is in family court, where it's only about the money, not about the best interests of the children. And this is not just going on to the black man, it's definitely going on to white men, Latino men, Indian, Asian. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with this feminist ass society. And now she want to play the tear. And dude passed away. Her ex-husband, he passed away. So now she hit the wall. Don't nobody want a funky ass. Everybody else pumped the dump, went about their business. And now she regretted. She regretted that she left a loving husband who was trying to be a good husband. You can't make this shit up. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, we got Dirty Folks, aka Oak Summers, up in the building. What's good, man? I'm mute. Look at this.
What's poppin'? What's
Nothing, man.
poppin'? Hey, you know what, man? So, because I did my own tribute to Kevin earlier today. It happened
That's what's
last
up.
night while I was on the live stream. Personally, man, everybody thought I ain't like Kevin Samuels. I just thought he sounded like me at 17, and I was past that point, right?
Mhm.
But here's what I give Kevin credit for. Kevin was the bridge, right? He was the Dave Chappelle of the manosphere, that uncancelable guy, right? So, because I could think of people like, you know what's crazy? Before Kevin Samuels, I was getting canceled. I was supposed to get a radio show in 2012. I got canceled. Man, Mr. Palmer, he been my Facebook friend for a decade almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 7-8 years ago, he started the fuck child support page. And they was canceling him on Facebook, canceling him on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where I
Goddamn it,
started
man.
from.
Like, man, motherfucker, Minister Jap, we and him was supposed to link up since like 2015. He was getting canceled. So then here comes Kevin Samuels. And when Kevin Samuels died, I said last night when I got the word on it, I said, man, I'm not gonna go on social media tonight because I know it's gonna be Kevin Samuels crazy. And then people start inboxing me like, yo, fam, the Tyler's on Twitter is throwing a tantrum, yo. And I'm like, yo, I know, I'll check it out in the morning because I want to have a good night's sleep, right?
Yeah, I did the same thing, bro. I seen people going live when they were speculating. I wasn't finna do. I'm like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. I want to make sure it's legit. I'm not finna just make no videos and shit. I ain't going.
Facts, man. So I looked at it and I said, yo, these girls is going crazy. So I went back to my default. I had to rethink how I felt about Kevin Samuels because I got a life philosophy. And my philosophy is simple. If two or more black women agree, the opposite must be true. So So I saw all these black women, talking about they put roots and chakras and voodoo on them and all type of goofiness. And I said, well, man, let me reevaluate how I really, because I ain't had no. My feelings about Kevin Samuels was this: I thought he bastardized the red pill thing. I thought that, nah, man, because people didn't understand. They heard the you were six at best, but they didn't understand he was a marriage counselor, right? Like girls didn't understand that he was their friend. He was just masculine enough for guys who were scared to talk about girls. They was living vicariously through Kevin, saying, yo, the chicks was busted. But he was trying to help them. And I was like, yo, you really setting the guys up. You setting the guys up to be tricks, telling them to be high value men, while I'm telling them, no, just buy 2 tacos. But I'm like, because of that, then you get more, what I'm saying, you get more love for Angry Man, you get more love for Palmer, you get more love for Jap, you get more love. Ain't nobody get canceled more than Tommy Sotomayor, and he started this shit. So you get more appreciation for what Tommy brought to the game, and you get more awareness of of what's going on. But I want to say this to the guys. I want to say two things real quick. Number two is whenever the head guy goes, there's always a vacuum. Like you was talking about Farrakhan. It's gonna be a war in the Nation of Islam when Farrakhan dies because he didn't take the time to make a successor. Um, so it's gonna be a vacuum so new content creators can come up with their own message instead of listening to O'Shea Jackson repeat Kevin Samuels every goddamn day. Now he gotta find new content. Um, And the number one thing I want to say is you need a man in a moment. Kevin Samuel seized the moment. Because you got to understand, KS didn't get big until the pandemic hit. So when Palmer was like, fuck child support, when I was like, yo, they just adult sized 4 year olds, Tyler's going to title. When Jap was like, you know what I'm saying? They are, bro. When Jap was, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these bitches is terrorists. You know what I'm saying? When everything was happening and people was like, you just hate women, you must be gay. The pandemic hit, that all of a sudden women couldn't say, I ain't like that. I don't know no woman like that. Because they was doing dick sucking challenges. You know what I'm saying? They was sitting in their car because they had to raise their own kids because school was closed. Somebody need to help me with my babies. I ain't supposed to raise my own kids. The
Don't
fact
forget,
that
don't forget to GoFundMe for life insurance.
oh, go fund me for life insurance, go fund me because you don't know you ain't supposed to use gorilla glue on your head. Like toddlers just exposed to daycare, right? And the more the toddlers threw their tantrums, the more the toddlers acted up, the more the toddlers touched the stove. Kevin was that palatable guy who wore a suit in his living room and said, yo, this is what guys have been saying since the 1990s, really. Since the 90s. Like, yo, this ain't right. Um, my appreciation for Kevin is this. I got a guy that's a sub on my channel that found me through your channel, Mr. Palmer.
Okay.
And he was telling me, he said, man, Kevin Samuels, he started listening to Kevin Samuels at 17 years old. He's 22 now. So he said, when I say Kevin sound like me at 17, he started listening to Kevin at 17. So what's old to us is new to them. And Kevin was that bridge between when you that age and you like, yo, something ain't right, but I don't know what it is because all my friends say you only get one mama, but anybody can be your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When women say I abuse my kids so they stay out of jail, but they don't call it child abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they talking about your kid don't know their colors at 6 years old and they talking about, well, that's the school job. It ain't my job to teach my kids. That's what teachers get paid for. And while all this is going on and nobody really had an advocate, Kevin became that advocate for young guys to understand that they weren't crazy, that shit really wasn't right. And for that, man, I think he served his purpose, man. I think he had a good 2, 3 year run. And rest in peace to him, man. I don't wish no death on
Right.
nobody, bro. Like just because I don't, as men, we can disagree without being disagreeable. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Palm, like you always say, bro. If you don't like it, why you subscribe, nigga?
I will never understand that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't sub to Kevin. Only things I saw about Kevin Samuels when I get tagged and then people like, yo, dirty folks, what you think about this? I didn't watch his content, not because I thought it was bad. I just wasn't interested. It wasn't
Right.
my cup of tea. So him being, I don't wish no death on him, man. I don't, as a Chicago fan, you know what I'm saying? The Bears hate Green Bay Packers. But that's a team beef, man. I ain't going to Wisconsin and shooting at people and throwing rocks and hoping all people that love the Packers die. That's not how men operate. So I believe, man, that the manosphere will evolve into something greater. I believe that he was the bridge to take people from canceling every man who had something to say that was contrary to the matriarchy and now saying, yo, I see where he coming from. That's my mother. That's my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? That's my teachers. That's what they did to me. What's the solution? And that's what I think we're gonna go to as this as all of the sifts out, you know what I'm saying? Because we done talked about the problems for a decade. You know what I'm saying? Now it's
Of
time to be
course.
solution based, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And only guys can create solutions. Because if girls are problems, why y'all keep including girls? That's another thing I was mad about Kevin Samuels about, is that they keep trying to tell y'all how to get a girl. You don't need to know how to get a girl. I guarantee you, if Mr. Palmer go outside with two other guys and all three of them got fuck child support hats on, girls gonna come to them like, "What's the hat about?" And I'm not all girls, and I give you some pussy to prove I ain't like that. You'll get more pussy saying fuck child support from bitches that's already got 2 abortions in their body count than you will kissing these girls' ass, calling them queens and princesses and goddesses and shit. So man, you know what I'm saying? So now is the time for guys to really get together and link up and share each other content and share each other's guest feature on other people's shows and show that, man, we ain't gonna agree on anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm extreme because I'm like fuck everybody, fuck Mob Deep, fuck Biggie. It's other people that's more palatable. Like, it's just not all. I'm like, nigga, all the Vice Lords, all the Crips, all the Bloods, nigga, GD and nothing until you show me something different. Other people like, because so if you like extreme content, then you'll like my channel. If you don't think everything extreme, then you won't. Everybody got their own angle. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean we can't all sit down and sip tequila and eat tacos and chop it up and say, man, what's the best scenario? Because ain't nobody gonna get 100% of what we looking for. Can we all
Right.
leave the table with 80, 85%? You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that with women because women is all or none. So that's what I want to say about that, man. So yeah, rest in peace to Kevin, man. And I appreciate him being a bridge between what was taboo and what was getting niggas canceled and what kept motherfuckers like Patrice O'Neal and Obersidon and all us, man, from reaching greatness because we was just in the wrong time, the wrong era, and being that bridge so we can speak our truth, you know what I'm saying, and move our content how we move our content.
Yes, sir. Facts. As always, dirty folks, I appreciate you, man.
Man, no doubt, man. I'm gonna send you a video too, man. I want this it's supposed to be a reality show popping off, man, but it's really just the worst toddlers you ever seen in your life. All these, it's got to be like Houston or Louisiana or something. These chicks look horrible. I played in the background of all my lives now, just so guys be like, "What the fuck is that?"
The
And they all,
music. Oh, I played that. You talking about they from Memphis?
that's Memphis. It look like
Yeah.
Memphis.
I played it. I played it on here a couple days ago. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's horrible. But all right, man. I'm back in the chat, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, fam.
Love.
Love, bro.
Truth is what it is.
Truth is what the fuck it is, man. We got my man Dragon. What's going on?
Oh, what's good? What's good? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm down here in my hometown, sunny South Florida. So I was just peeping the chat for a minute. Shout out to the chat. And I wanted to say that the fact that women are actually coming out in droves to bash this man now that he's gone, it actually gives him more validity because when he was alive, where was that energy then? You know what I'm saying? So now that he's gone, now you got all the energy in the world. I just find that fake. If you're gonna have a certain energy for a person, you got to keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? If you disagree with a person, have the fortitude to disagree with that person. Don't sit there and now that that person is gone, you say that he is a misogynist, which is initially what they said prior to his death being confirmed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think in retrospect, he was about 85% right in the things that he was saying. The only fallacy that I seen was getting married to a person in 6 months. I don't agree with that. Hell no, not in this time. Matter of fact, if you're below the age of 30, I wouldn't even recommend marriage for you in 2022, to be honest with you. Because the game is as skewed, and as men, we need to be put on game and and change the laws of our mind in order to play the game most effectively to have that advantage. If that makes sense to you, Mr. Palmer.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, with all that being said, rest in peace to that man. I hope that that man's family gets some sort of solace and some sort of comfort during that trying time. Because at the end of the day, this is some YouTube stuff, and nobody really deserves to lose to lose a life vicariously. But in this case, it was natural. But that man did his thing, and as another man, I have nothing but respect for that dude. You know what I'm saying? Do I disagree with the marriage perspective? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Do I disagree, with some of the metrosexual connotations? In some respects, yes, because I'm built a little different. But for the most part, the man was putting people on game, and obviously he's had a great impact on the manosphere. And I would say going forward, I would say more collaboration is needed in order for the space to grow. Um, I would say don't pay attention to all of the foolishness that some of these chicken heads do, because at the end of the day, half of these hoes do it for attention anyway. Half these hoes don't care about Kevin Samuels. They just care about the attention now that he's gone.
Of course.
You know
But
what I'm saying? So this is go
one
ahead.
thing, you know what? One thing you said, we need to do more content together and linking up. A lot of these dudes, they are so uppity and think that they too good to do that shit. So I mean that will be something good, but I don't see that either.
One thing I've learned throughout life, Mr. Palmer, is that you're never too good for help.
I agree.
Every man throughout this life has needed some help once in their life. You are not
I
Bionic
agree.
Man. You are not Superman. You are not Batman. You are not Captain America. At some
Right.
point in your life, you are going to need some assistance with something. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah.
Some people have a hubris to them, and their hubris comes before the fall. That says that in the Bible. For those of you who like to read the Bible, pride comes before the fall. So I personally, as a man, have had to learn, and I learned this in the manosphere, to put away my pride. And ever since I've put away my pride, I've become a better man. I've become more aware. You know what I'm saying? I've changed the laws in my mind to fit my objective,
Right.
which is raising two men, three now. But you know what I'm saying? Overall, man, that man, to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Kevin Samuels, I wouldn't have found you, Mr. Palmer, to be brutally honest.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
So I peeped this channel, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. He was putting holes in check. You know what I'm saying? He was exposing females, average at best, the whole yada yada yada. But when I found this channel, it's what really compelled me to go deeper and really change the way that I thought about relationships. And it's been of a benefit. And I think in some respects, I have to thank Kevin Samuels for, finding your channel and also giving me a perspective too. You know,
Yeah, that's what's up, brother. A lot of people who came on this channel say they met me, they heard of me because of others, which I appreciate. Some I've been on their channel. They interviewed me when I first came on here. Others because I happen to probably talk about a certain content creator because of a situation. So a lot of different factors.
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And for those guys who, who are saying that Kevin used the black woman's plight as an engine to gain fame, Man, your ass is a man. Them folks are suckers. Like, I'm sorry. There's something that I hate worse than a sucker is a coon. And people who say those things are really coonish to me. You know. So as a man, I think that we need a voice. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this gynocratic society, especially with the eminism, with the F in the beginning, especially with this so-called cancer culture, which is just foolishness in my opinion. But for men, this is the place where we can express ourselves as men, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, as harsh as this is going to sound, as men, we are seen as expendable resources for women. There are
Right.
some women out there who actually think, and this is from the baby mama terrorist mindset, that men are just exhaustible resources. The monkey branching, they go from one dude to another dude to another dude, and this channel and other channels expose it. Kevin exposed it too. The monkey branching, you know what I'm saying, promoting family structures, which is a good thing. But again, that's where I disagree. How can I develop a family structure with somebody's mind who's been poisoned for the past 60 years? It's impossible.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So again, man, rest in peace to that man. You know what I'm saying? He fought the good fight, man. He won the race. Obviously, whatever creator somebody believes in deemed it time for that man to come home, and now he gets to rest. And with any man in this world, if you did something that you wanted to do in life and you loved what you do, I think that's a W in your book. You know what I'm saying? The man went out living his best life. He went out, you know what I'm saying, doing what he loved. A lot of men don't get to do that. You feel me?
No, yeah, 100%. 100%, man.
A lot of men work these bullshit jobs and be miserable and be taking orders from a dude who's probably getting pegged by his wife at home at night and don't have the balls to stand up to their boss. But at least the man had the balls to go do what he loved to do with his life. So I can respect that too. But I'm gonna go ahead, make this drive so me and my young ones can have something to eat, Mr. Palmer. I hope you and the rest of the chat have a wonderful afternoon. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the sun. So I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, brother. Be safe out there. All right.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right. Peace out. We got Mr. David Lockett. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You know, what's your take on this?
Rest in peace to Kevin, man. Kevin Samuels. You know, honestly, you know, observing my brother, I've been watching Kev since back when he was just talking about colognes and stuff, you know. And he mentioned, you know, that he had a bout with cancer. And I think when that happens, because, you know, he was, you know, I'm 1 year older than him, you know, and that's too young for a man to die. And but I think when a man comes into that type of situation, he becomes cognizant of his own mortality and the fact that he's not going to live forever. And I think maybe in some level he kind of expected that he might die young, maybe not from a heart attack, but maybe from the return of his cancer, you know. And so I think he kind of lived his life in that way. And I gotta give him his props for that. I gotta admire him for that. I gotta respect him for that, because I've been, you know, I got a radio show. I had a radio show out here on the regular radio out here in Cali, and I know when you make the decision to become what we call a shock jock, right? You make that decision knowing that, well, first of all, if you're gonna stand on your own 2 feet, just like yourself, man, just like myself and like you know, you know, people, certain people are gonna not gonna agree with you. They're gonna not like you. They're gonna not like, you know, your opinion. And the shock jock has the balls to step forward and say, I'm gonna go 100% into that direction, and I'm going to expand that percentage of people that has a problem with what I'm saying by being even more over the top and more controversial. And I got to commend him for that. A man is not afraid to be unpopular. You know what I mean? And he did, you know, I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with all of his positions, but that makes me an individual and him an individual, right? That's what makes us individuals. And I don't think I have to agree with everybody, everything somebody says in order for me to respect them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what I mean? So I respect the man greatly. I respect him immensely. And especially the fact that he came at what he did with such focus, right? He made sure that what he was representing was the most professional. He maintained his image. He practiced what he preached, right? I mean, you never really saw him, in a t-shirt and jeans, unless it was a designer t-shirt and jeans, really, and he maintained that. He maintained his integrity with regard to his opinion, even the things that I don't agree with. And so we gotta give him his props for that. We gotta give him his props for that, especially in today's world, man. Today's world, as always, it's popular to hate on Black American men. It's popular to hate on us, and Kevin stood in the face of that. You know what I mean? He stood up in the face of that. Now, people trying to diss him because of the way he died. I don't know. I could think of worse ways to die. I'm just saying. I could think of worse ways to leave this earth than on the downstroke. And he did not, in fact, die alone. If you want to technically, no matter how long or short the relationship with the lady that he was with was, it was definitely a relationship, and that's just how it went out. But I got mad respect for Kevin, and I got mad condolences for his family, and I got mad disrespect for all of these German shepherds that are out here trying to diss him, trying to celebrate his death. I think that deserves absolutely no respect.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm not surprised about it. The thing is, we need to stop being surprised about that. You know what I'm saying? People are shocked, surprised, and I don't see why. Hey, you shouldn't be surprised about these baby mama terrorists. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, man. I know, and nothing they do surprises me. I mean, when they started talking about abort and divest, that told me everything I need to know about them. So that told me right there that there's no depth beneath which they will not stoop.
Right.
Yeah,
100%, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man, mad props to Kev. Up in heaven, and mad respect. It's sad to see your brother lose his life so young. But at the same time, like I said, we got to give him his props for being a man of integrity.
Yeah. You got a channel too, brother?
Yeah, man, I got 2 Devin Lockett channels, and I got one channel called Biomed RX TV. Like you see at the top of the screen, the Biomed RX. It's Biomed RX TV, and I do holistic health. I do neural feedback. I hook this amplifier to my brain in the morning, and I show people how to train the brain. I do therapy with magnets. So I show people how to maintain your health at a reasonable price, and I talk about how to do different brain hacking, like taking monatomic gold and stuff, and not necessarily manosphere. I pass my opinion, right? I pass my opinion as a heterosexual Black man in the world, and I'm not apologetic about it. But at the same time, my focus is the health thing.
Yeah, I understand. Debbie, put your link in the chat, man, because I want everybody who come here who got their own channel to put it in there.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Devin. Hope you come back again, man.
We'll do it, brother. Thanks for having me on.
In fact, when you on Ramil's show a couple of times?
Yeah, I come on Ramil.
Yeah, that's where I seen you at. That's where I seen you at.
I come on Angry Man. I'm usually on Kevin Samuels. Dennis Sperling. Something like that.
Dennis Sperling, yeah. I see you on more Ramil. Yeah, I remember you. Okay, yeah. Good to see you again, brother. Okay, most definitely.
Same here, man.
Most definitely. You be safe out there, man. Since you being healthy, definitely tell the guys You know, this is very important.
Yeah, man. You know, we got our own CBD oil. I got my own brand of vitamins and stuff. I'm right here next to 24 Hour Fitness in Upland, California. So I do a little bodybuilding with my son, try to show people, how to maintain the yokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right. Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, bro.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out, man.
Be safe. Have a good one, brother.
You too. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, I want to show y'all something before I get back on the couch. You know what I do best. Even Umar Johnson. Let me see. What can I do? Even Umar Johnson spoke his piece. Even he said, "Rest in paradise." He said, "I did not agree with the message or the method, but I've seen our community repeatedly celebrate celebrities who have done far worse than Mr. Kevin Samuels. I don't like to see insults and mockery aimed at our recently departed. He has a family and possibly children. I send them my deepest condolences as I ask the Most High to shrink his faults and expand his virtues. May the ancestors receive him with good fortune on the other side." So even Umar ain't come out and they had differences and responses to each other and shit like that. Remember, I called him a simp enforcer. So, but even he said the same thing. And he was right. He's seen our community repeatedly celebrate celebrities who have done far worse. So, I mean, and of course, he got some love. He got a lot of love, but ain't nobody repeat that. So that's what I'm saying. This is all I want to tell y'all, especially men, and even some of the women who were Kevin Samuels supporters or support tradition or support man's role and so on, and support their sons and everything else. The majority is not gonna like you. The majority hate you. The majority of them will celebrate your death, your downfall, and everything else. They pray for your downfall. They do witchcraft, voodoo, and everything else to go along with it. And the baby mama terrorism. See, they love the Cardi B's and shit. See, they don't like nobody that speak truth. And just like BC said, they celebrate Cardi B talking about drugging men and stripping and shit and all that shit. But when somebody say, "Hey, this is not right," and this is the truth right here, now all of a sudden, "Oh, I hate you." All of a sudden, you disrespectful to the strong and independent. And like I say again, y'all need to start seeing shit for what it is. Stop riding that go along, get along train. Call this shit out. Speak your truth. Put out these receipts and don't let our society set you up for failure. Change the laws in your mind, men. Take accountability. Get yourself in order physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have to change the laws in our mind. We don't know when our time's gonna go. We don't know when our time is up. We don't make that call. So live your life to the fullest and definitely spread awareness, because you don't want to see your future, our future, go down the same situation as a lot of us have, our fathers, our grandfathers. You know what I mean? But I do have to say, shout out to y'all who got vasectomy, who decided to get their passport and go on about their business, who decided to go down another route, who decided to call out these baby mama tests in this unjust system, who decided to call out these simp enforcers, who decided to go independent, become owner operators, change their whole livelihood when they went through the bullshit instead of staying down that rabbit hole. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all who decided to say, "Hey, I'm going MGTOW. I'm going to live a free lifestyle. I'm going to take the red pill. I'm going to take the black pill." Anything, what I always say, I'm going to be a high value. Do you feel you want to be high value? When it's all said and done, you have to change the laws of your mind, because it's a mindset. If your mind ain't there, you ain't going to change the goddamn thing. You're going to do it and fall back, do it and fall back. It's very important that you really change the laws in your mind. That's a lifetime change. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all new, please subscribe. I appreciate the likes, man. I got like over 500 likes, and it was like 540 people. So salute to y'all, man. I see Jab got a pre-recorded video of him and Kevin Samuels. I see Cynthia G did her bullshit. I see Tommy did a video. As a matter of fact, I think he's live now talking about the situation, I believe, with Kevin. At least that's what it said in the title. So a lot of people are going to be talking about this for the next couple of days. I'm not going to be doing all that unless some breaking news or something. I just want to speak my piece, and I want to say rest in peace too, Kevin Samuels. But as far as the community and as far as these fuck niggas with no integrity in this space, them motherfuckers ain't going to change. They're going to still do the bullshit. But I guarantee a lot of these motherfuckers will come back around and say, hey, man, I know I ain't talked to you in a while, but now I'm ready to come back home and all this shit, man. Fuck you too. You know different these baby mama tears I speak on. Some bitch made ass, simple force of blue collar, blue pill ass niggas. And I ain't talking about blue collar as far as trade, because I love blue collar. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that ring around the collars for these bitches because you think you'll get $1. You know different from these collection plate ass pimps in the churches. You know different for $1 any other motherfuckers. Because y'all will sell out for a goddamn $1. You ain't no different, fam. You are some bitch ass niggas, and that's all you ever is, and that's all you ever gonna be. So with that being said, I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Fuck you fake ass black, crispy looking ass, run the mill ass, Alquishas, Alkeishas, Al Nishas who do nothing, don't do shit, but have kids. You got 5 kids with 8 baby daddies in this motherfucker. So yeah, this conversation is over. Peace.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake halos. Behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.